It took just 45 minutes for Manchester United to show why they remain the only unbeaten team in European competition this season. They did not rush or panic. Instead, they waited for the right moments to strike, unleashing sharp, decisive counterattacks that silenced any lingering doubts. At Old Trafford in a high-stakes semi-final where the pressure came not only from the opponent but also from the weight of massive expectations. Manager Ruben Amorim and his squad proved why they deserve a place in this season's Europa League final. The difference was not just in the number of goals, but in how they controlled the match when the opportunity arose, quick, clinical, and full of composure. The first 45 minutes served as a wake-up call for anyone doubting their strength. Despite entering the match with a 3-goal advantage from the first leg, Manchester United found themselves under intense pressure as Athletic Bilbao played with the defiant spirit of their bat emblem. From the opening whistle, Bilbao pressed high with relentless intensity, pushing Manchester United onto the back foot. The Red Devils' defense faced wave after wave of pressure, struggling to play out from the back. One such moment of panic came when Harry Maguire nearly gifted the visitors an early goal with a misplaced touch inside his own box, a mistake that could have proven costly. That early pressure soon turned into a breakthrough. Mikel Vesga unleashed a powerful right-footed strike from outside the penalty area, sending the ball swerving past Andre Onana, who managed to get a hand to it but could not keep it out. It was a moment of individual brilliance, a thunderous strike that left Old Trafford momentarily stunned. Suddenly, Manchester United, who had come into the match as the clear favorites, found themselves on the defensive. They ended the first half without a single shot on target, a rare occurrence in this Europa League campaign. Both Bruno Fernandes and Marcus Rashford were effectively neutralized by Bilbao's aggressive, high-pressing approach. The Red Devils' attack all but disappeared, leaving the home crowd visibly frustrated. But the hallmark of a team destined for a European final is how they respond to adversity. Ruben Amorim wasted no time in making critical tactical adjustments, making 3 bold changes by the 60th minute. Amad Diallo came on for Alejandro Garnacho, who had missed a clear chance in the first half. Luke Shaw replaced Tyrell Malacia to restore balance on the left flank. Finally, Manuel Ugarte came in for Fred, adding more control to the midfield. These substitutions immediately changed the complexion of the game. Amad Diallo, with his pace, flair, and fearless approach, injected new life into Manchester United's attack. His dribbling and quick changes of direction left Bilbao's defenders scrambling for the first time in the match. With Bruno Fernandes dropping deeper to dictate the tempo, United gradually regained their attacking rhythm. The impact of these changes went beyond just regaining control. They also created space for United's forwards to exploit, forcing Bilbao onto the back foot. It was a reminder that Manchester United are more than just a team of star names. They are a side capable of adapting and finding solutions in the toughest moments. Amad Diallo was not just a traditional winger. He brought a different tempo to Manchester United's play, one that Bilbao had not faced up until that point. While Ernesto Valverde stuck to his familiar 4-2-3-1 formation, Ruben Amorim was not afraid to alter his team's shape and roles on the fly. This tactical flexibility allowed United to gradually push Bilbao back, not through explosive moments, but through calculated, organized pressure. Less than 10 minutes after these changes, the results were clear on the scoreboard. This was precisely what Manchester United had been missing throughout the season: stability and the ability to capitalize on chances. Amad Diallo, a player once burdened by injuries and inconsistent form, finally seized his moment. Before the Bilbao match, he had only 2 goals in 39 appearances, a disappointing return for a player of his potential, but his equalizer in the 72nd minute reignited his confidence and reminded everyone of his talent. The goal came from a well-coordinated move down the right side. Diallo received a pass from Scott McTominay, combined quickly with Jadon Sancho and Bruno Fernandes, before spinning elegantly past his marker and curling a precise shot into the far corner. It was not just a beautiful finish, but a release of all the pressure that had weighed on Diallo's shoulders throughout the campaign. In the 80th minute, Manchester United took the lead for the first time in the second leg. From a perfectly weighted free kick by Bruno Fernandes, The ball was floated into the penalty area with a precise arc. Casemiro timed his jump perfectly, rising above the defense to head the ball cleanly into the net, past the outstretched arms of the Bilbao goalkeeper. It was a straightforward finish, but one that showcased the instinct of a world-class defensive midfielder, a moment defined by calmness and precision. Just 7 minutes later, in the 87th minute, Manchester United extended their lead to 3-1, and this time it was Amad Diallo who provided the spark. The young winger, cutting in from the right, danced past two Bilbao defenders with quick, agile footwork before delivering a sharp, low cross into the box. Marcus Rashford raced onto the ball and managed to bundle it over the line, despite an awkward first touch, sending the ball slowly rolling into the net as the Bilbao defense could only watch in despair. In the second minute of stoppage time, Diallo once again seized the spotlight with a moment of audacious brilliance. Spotting the Bilbao goalkeeper off his line, he unleashed a left-footed strike from the halfway line. The ball floated through the air, arching perfectly over the backpedaling goalkeeper and nestled into the net. It was the kind of goal that usually belongs in highlight reels or video games, a strike of pure imagination and confidence. In just 3 days, Diallo had scored 3 goals, a remarkable comeback for a player once considered a forgotten talent. The numbers alone cannot capture the significance of this moment. Diallo had not just scored goals, he had rewritten his role at Manchester United from a player once labeled a failed signing to an unexpected hero. This was not just a physical comeback, but a mental and emotional resurgence, the kind of revival that defines careers and rewrites narratives. Meanwhile, the role of Casemiro was just as crucial, though perhaps less glamorous. At 32, Casemiro is no longer the relentless pressing machine he was at Real Madrid, but he brings a quality that few in this Manchester United squad possess: composure and control in the heart of midfield. Casemiro is not just a goal scorer, he is the player who drops deep to collect the ball, shields the defense, and snuffs out danger before it materializes. His sideways passes may seem simple, but they are the foundation of stability, resetting the tempo and allowing United to regain control when the game starts to spiral. His influence is clear in the statistics: a 75% success rate in duels, 4 interceptions, and 3 crucial clearances inside his own box. These are the numbers that reflect the grit and quality of a player who has battled through the biggest stages in world football. This is exactly what Manchester United needs from their defensive leader: someone who can clear the danger when needed, calm the chaos when the team loses its shape, and step up when the stakes are highest. As he left the pitch, embraced by manager Ruben Amorim, Casemiro walked off like a warrior who had completed his mission, carrying the same calmness, resolve, and hunger for victory that he brought to every challenge. For a squad trying to rebuild its identity, Casemiro is the link between past glories and a future that demands maturity. Some players do not need to play the full 90 minutes to leave their mark, and some only need a few touches to change the course of a match. Amad Diallo falls into both categories. In less than 10 minutes after coming on, Diallo transformed the game with his direct, instinctive, and unpredictable play. In his 30 minutes on the field, he created 2 key chances, provided 1 assist, and repeatedly forced Bilbao's defenders to reorganize their marking. More importantly, his presence shifted Manchester United from a cautious, defensive posture to an aggressive, attacking mindset, something Alejandro Garnacho had struggled to do earlier in the match. If Diallo brought a fresh, unpredictable edge to United's attack, then Lisandro Martinez provided the solidity and calm that every great defense needs. At just 19, Martinez played with the composure of a veteran, making precise decisions without the flashy, risk-taking often associated with young defenders. In a backline that has seen Raphael Varane show signs of slowing down and Victor Lindelof struggle for consistency, Martinez has been a rare source of stability. Martinez anchored the right side of United's defense, regularly stepping up to initiate attacks from the back and fearlessly driving the ball into midfield when needed. One moment, in particular, stood out: his direct involvement in the build-up to United's equalizer, a sequence that showcased his confidence and maturity. The stats tell the story, a story with less words and explanations, with clear accuracy and a passing accuracy of 91%. Martinez is not just a traditional center back. He is a ball-playing defender capable of starting counterattacks and maintaining the tempo even when under pressure. This is not just about physicality or technique, but the confidence to step forward when the stakes are high, a vital quality for any young defender facing the intensity of European knockout football. A 7-1 aggregate scoreline might seem like a straightforward victory, but for those who watched every minute, it was the result of countless small, precise decisions. From tactical adjustments to individual moments of brilliance, the win over Athletic Bilbao not only secured a place in the final, but also served as a sign that Manchester United are slowly but surely finding their identity again, learning how to grow up at just the right moment. And in the world of elite football, sometimes just the right moment is all it takes to make history.